Fine, I'll take it off. After I get one more taco out of here.
And that is our would-be sponsor for the day if they knew we wanted to be sponsored.
False. I have a second sponsor while Kate's eating good.
Oh,
That is
come on!
cupcakes.
Oh, I have to take this one!
Well, go ahead. You can kick us off there.
I'll tell you. Welcome to the circus that is This Week in Esports on our 43rd episode, which apparently we've deemed important enough to say out loud. We are live and interactive here on Mixer. How do you know?
And of course, every show that we do and we broadcast here on Mixer features FTL, which is low latency and interactivity, which is us interacting with you like this.
Interacting.
Like speed of light.
Just like it
Kate's going to interact with her mic, so I'm just going to keep reading. Now, nowadays, there's a lot to cover in the esports scene. And since this show is for you, you get to decide what we talk about via the voting options you'll see soon below the video window. How you doing over there, Kate?
Boy, I'll tell you what, Rukari, today is not my day for mics. That's right. We may be up on the desk, but this is your show. You get to choose them esports we talk about. Plus, we'll have trivia, more videos to highlight, more interviews and people in the scene, and much, much more.
No, you have to keep going if you're doing that accent.
So be sure to get your selection in if you want to hear the latest from your favorite esports scenes. Before we get into the games, it's time to get into our top segment for this week, which is Clip of the Week.
You read that very fast. I'm very proud.
I didn't know if you understood all of the words that came out of my mouth.
You know what? After doing that session with Designer, I can understand everything.
That was a boot camp.
I found out what the words to panda were, and I feel so much better about it because I only knew the first little bit. Anyway. For this week's clip, a montage made up of plays from various pro players who competed in the Halo World Championship this year. Now, this video was shown recently during the World Tour, and it demonstrates why they're the pros and we are the plebes. Check out this Halo 5 pro player montage, and we'll be here when you return.
Yeah, whatever, Rukari. Let's not discuss what happened during the actual video break. But if you like that vid, check out Halo's YouTube channel at yt.com/Halo. Oh, YT is YouTube, okay? You know? I am Ron Burgundy. Why are we just doing...
This is a great show.
Check it out at youtube.com/Halo Waypoint. Follow their channel on Mixer at mixer.com/Halo.
We're so professional. We are both
professional.
I love having us both on this show, right?
Me too.
All righty. Now, we have a lot of goodies buried within these video highlights, so if you see it as a voting option, make sure to select it, because that means we get 2 minutes to lollygag and figure out what we're going to do next.
Yay!
But speaking of voting, let's open it up for you all right about meow. Am I saying meow? Do you know what that's from?
Meow.
Yeah, it comes out soon.
You mean 2 comes out soon?
2 comes out soon.
Right, meow?
Right about meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
All right, Overwatch League is in there. Halo 5, Forza 7, and Smite Pro League.
Man, we are talking about 4 fabulous esport titles that are all making news this week. Bam! That's how we do.
How much caffeine is in a Diet Coke?
I don't know. Do they measure? They measure caffeine. Like, do you have grams of caffeine?
Not unregulated.
Yeah, like what is?
I don't know.
How much? How many grams of caffeine? Sugar? How much caffeine is in Mountain?
Let me get my vote in.
No. No.
Because we had a 3-way tie. It was Forza?
Ooh.
All right.
Speaking of, there it is again.
Speaking of, there it is again, huh?
No, because like I say that
All
there
right.
is.
Anyway, our good friends over at Turn 10 Studios, the makers of Forza Motorsport 7 and Forza Horizon 3, are starting up their 2018 season of Forza Esports, the Forza Racing Championship. Now, this past weekend, they held their preseason invitational in downtown Seattle, Washington, which is right over that way, with some of the best racers and hamburgers around. More on those hamburgers later.
It's true. And
Let me tell you what I had for lunch.
I was going to say, our lovely and talented producer extraordinaire, Lennox, was there. The Turn 10 Studios invited some of the best drivers and Lennox, not sure why, and teams in the world to compete and show off. I love you, Lennox. Forza Motorsport 7 to give everyone a glimpse into what the 2018 season holds. The event was split into 2 portions. We're talking traditional, individual competition, and for the first time in Forza RC history, team competition. Well-known players like Harmonix, Force One, Yeager, and Lightning were in attendance, in addition to the legendary motorsport broadcaster. I knew I was going to get this name wrong, and I don't know how to. John Hindhaugh, I believe is how you say it, at the commentator's desk. I am not a car person, but I appreciate the entire Forza franchise, and they do a great job.
I just like that somebody's name is Lightning, and I just hope that they say ka-chow every chance they get.
Woo!
Now, in the individual competition, 18 different racers competed in a series of races and cars, including the Aston Martin on Road America and the Lamborghini.
Venemo?
Yes.
I think it's Venemo.
Venemo. Oh, my goodness. On the Sebring International Raceway. Now,
it's too bad that they didn't do the Sebring on the Sebring International Raceway.
Now, these players have been playing the game for years, so the tournament had close races all weekend long, but in the end, it was the previous champion, that's Aurelian. I can say that one.
Nicely done.
That's Yeager, yeah.
Yeager, G2. For the
Yeager.
G2 franchise, first time G2 has ever placed or won
I love your anecdotal
a
tidbits.
Forza Racing Championship.
And they're so informative. Now, of course, Yeager came out on top of the Forza RC 2018 preseason invitational, not a lot of words at all, presented by IMSA. Congratulations, Yeager, and we'll be seeing you in the regular season.
Absolumo. Now, after the competition was over, that individual competition, that is, Forza RC sponsor Bubba Burger made an appearance and grilled up some grub for some of these players. It's obviously great to see a sponsor like Bubba entering the esports scene. Bubba.
I like how you said Bubba.
Bubba.
The southern
you know
accent
why?
came out.
Because I feel like Bubba at that point, you're like it's much like trying to eat an entire. It's like blah, you know, like a shark would put your with things. Switching gears over to the team portion, there were 4 teams in attendance. We're talking F4H Motorsports, Alien Motorsport, Jap Speed Racing, and Virtual Drivers by TX3. Now, the competition was spread over 4 races, with 3 drivers from each team represented on the track. Now, keep up with me here. They had to choose one of 3 cars, no duplicates allowed. This made for, obviously, an intense competition as one team rose to the top over the others. That team was F4H Motorsport, made up of Venom, Force One, and racers.
To show you guys how intense the competition gets, take a look at this clip with 2 racers battling for podium spot during the tournament.
Okay, so
unless they can get a strong finish in the upcoming race.
Getting close, getting back to the start-finish line as Lightning in 4.
Oh, here we go.
This title is super close.
So close.
All it takes is one wrong move and you're off the track.
They're not on normal.
The podium. No,
they're
not
on.
at all.
I'm telling you.
Look at them go.
It's true. And the truth, yeah,
It's
that's
that inside corner.
Inside.
Can't remember that inside corner.
Lightning's on the outside. Coming on in. Look at this. It just goes back and forth like this.
Hey, you got to keep them on your tail.
Woo!
Oh, I'd be so mad if you that close to me.
That is nice. That was like threading the needle, they say, like threading the needle. Now, tune to Season 1 of the Forza Racing Championship 2018 as it revs up Wednesday, April 11th at 1 p.m. Eastern. That's 10 a.m. Pacific for those of us on the West Coast. For the EU region, and
It's 9 p.m.
And 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Eastern for North America. Oh, I see.
Get it.
I got you. I understand maps. I don't. Tune in to both broadcasts on Mixer.com/ForzaRC and visit ForzaRacingChampionship.com for the full scoop. If you want to go to Mixer.com/ForzaRC and press the follow button, you will get a nice little notification when they do, in fact, start.
That's a good plug right there.
Fun facts.
Way to be on brand.
Do-do.
All right.
Live and
What's
interactive.
next?
Let's find out.
I don't get to choose.
Guys? Well, this is embarrassing.
What'd you vote for? You clicked
I
so
don't know.
quick.
You know what?
You voted for
no,
League.
You know why? Because it
oh,
wouldn't. Well,
press
first of
Alt,
all, obvious.
Alt
Not
F4?
funny. Not funny. Not funny. It's not letting me sign in for some reason. I will deal with that in a minute. But here we got.
It
Halo
is letting
5,
her sign in.
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
That's a Halloween-inspired MOBA, as well as League of Legends and Smite Pro League. If I could vote, oh God, I know what all of these are. Smite's been doing some great things this week. Actually, the last
Smite's
couple
not
weeks.
doing great in this vote, though.
They aren't doing great, but they were doing great other things. Halo, I gotta say Halo. Obviously, we had a very big weekend last weekend. We got a big one coming up here in the middle of April. Feeling it.
That I get to go to?
Fun facts. Tomorrow, there'll be a road to the Halo World Championships right here, Mixer.com/This Week in Esports.
You're not going to be on it, are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, no wonder you're so excited about it.
Pardon me for saying that word.
Fudge.
I'm sorry. I'm very excited. Oh!
That means you get to go.
Okay. Oh, thanks so much. Here it is, guys. Let's talk the Halo World Championship 2018. The Columbus Finals took place last weekend. It was 3 days, chock full of granted wishes and, well, those crushed dreams from the 16 teams competing at the Invitational. A lot happened in the event, so let's break it down. Day 1, tournament, opened. Typical pool play. It's pretty typical. 16 teams invited based on pro point totals, split into 4 groups. Again, fast math. Now, normally, a stage like this is used to see the championship bracket of the tournament. Now, that's still true for this tournament. However, stakes were even higher there than Columbus events. The top 2 teams from each group would move on to represent North America at the Seattle Grand Finals. No
So good to hear Seattle Grand
pressure.
Finals.
Agreed. Did you know that Call of Duty World League has also come in? I know!
All right, looks like we'll be there.
There it is. Teams fought relentlessly for their shot at the finals, but only these teams succeeded. We're talking Splice, Team Envious, Team Reciprocity, Oxygen Supremacy, Renegades, Elevate, Straight Rippin', and Tox. Tox, you will know, formerly Optic Gaming, and of course defending world champions.
Good to know. Now, if you're keeping track at home, those are 8 teams to fill out a 9-team roster. Well, never fear, because that's why Day 2 was all about the wild card playoff matches, which pitted Armada Esports, and that's Mentality, Top Prospect Clan, and Wise Gaming in a toe-to-toe for that coveted final spot. Now, in the end, only Wise Gaming stood tall and claimed the prize, defeating Armada Esports in a best-of-5 bout, 3-1.
It's true. Didn't make it to Game 5, but make it to Game 4 is pretty good, too. Now, with all 9 teams selected for that Seattle final, only one thing remained: crowning a tournament champion. Going into Championship Sunday, many were looking at Team Reciprocity as a candidate for that crown based on their impressive performance throughout the weekend. However, those hopes were, in a word, dashed at the hands of reigning champions as Tox took the winners finals 4-1. Reciprocity sought redemption in the elimination bracket, but was again toppled in the finals, this time by Splice, who did advance to them grand final times.
Reciprocity. I'm just going to say that out because I've seen it up there and I'm like,
Reciprocity. It's hard. Reciprocity. That's 4. Reciprocity. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Numbers are hard. You can say reciprocity and read it up there, but can't count to 5.
That's fair.
Anyway, the grand finals popped off with the Splice sweep of Tox 4-0, resetting the bracket for a second series. Now, Splice carried that momentum forward into the second series, grabbing the first match for an early lead. However, Tox answered right back by nabbing a Slayer victory on Regret to tie up things 1-1. Undeterred, though, and full of vigor,
Much like myself.
Splice proceeded to retaliate through the remaining matches, eventually winning the whole enchilada 4-1. Splice walks away from Columbus with $20,000.
That's a lot of enchiladas to be purchased. Up next is the Halo World Championship Finals we happen to mention several times during that piece. And those come here to Seattle April 13th through the 15th. It's been a long road to this point. one could be forgiven for forgetting some of them key moments on the path to the finals. That's why, as I mentioned before, we're bringing you a special extended show over the next 2 weeks. Join us tomorrow, March 30th, as well as next Friday, April 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific for what we're calling Road to the Halo World Championship 2018. This is a deep dive look at the 2018 Halo Esports season exclusively here at mixer.com/thisweekinesports. If you don't know, you want to get into it, or you're just looking for another esports game that's going to make and break that weekend, check us out tomorrow, and then check us out in the VODs if you can't make it, if you have like work or something.
So someone came in here earlier. I'm just going to say that as we get ready for our next voting segment. Someone came in here earlier and had the audacity to call our show Tiwi.
Wait, isn't it?
Twee.
I cannot believe whomever it was.
Josh Stein. Little Pee Wee called us Tiwi.
Oh,
and
dear.
I'm very upset about it. Just going to throw that out there. If you want to refer to our show in short, Twee.
The meme writes itself. Just... Oh,
all right, 20
so
seconds
much.
left on that voting clock. Overwatch, of course, we are going to talk about some Overwatch at some point.
Obviously.
Street Fighter V, League of Legends, and Smite Pro League. But
It's
it
true,
looks like
true.
Overwatch is blowing everybody out of the water.
I mean, much as it usually does. And they just had their
surprised
stage
we
2
haven't
finals here.
talked about them yet.
I know. Guys,
It's okay.
what the French? Oh,
It'll happen. Well, it's gonna happen.
It sounds like you're going to start us off. You got this. You got this. I believe in you.
my
Come on,
toes.
Rocky.
Dun, 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 dun. Now, last week, we saw the second stage of the Overwatch League come to a close and a champion emerge. But before we announce who that was, let's recap what went down in the final week of competition. Now, many of the teams were neck and neck going into that final week, so the competition was absolutely intense. Now, on Wednesday, the LA Gladiators, their match, to Philadelphia Fusion, and with it, too, went their winning streak. They
Oh,
lost.
you know what? I think I did this.
You did this one?
I think
you
I
wrote
forgot that
you
word.
omitted a good
I
verb
did.
in there.
I did.
The LA Gladiators, their match. Thank you. Thank you. That's why she wanted me to read first. Now, while Florida Mayhem continued their upswing, beating San Francisco Shock 3-2, on Thursday, Seoul lost a crucial game to Houston, ending their hopes for the Stage 2 playoffs.
Stash.
Philly, however, won their Friday match, propelling them into title matches, something many OWL fans did not see coming.
It's true, myself included. Now, title matches took place on Sunday with the first match between the Philadelphia Philly things. What are they called? Oh my gosh. I see Philly, and it's not Philly. I know, Jeff Rubenstein's going to kill me. Anyway, Philadelphia versus London Spitfire. Now, London may have won it all in Stage 1. But for Stage 2, the Spitfire gang played the role of bridesmaid in this production of, quote, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Now, with its second place standing for the entirety of Stage 2. Second place, Stage 2. Numbers, facts. Meanwhile, Philly, who practically appeared out of nowhere to upset Stage 1 champs.
Facts. Yo, son.
Facts. Facts.
And that's where our fun really begins. Besides K dancing, Philly showed that just making it to the title matches wasn't enough.
Fusion, Philadelphia Fusion. Sorry.
To represent the city of brotherly love. Now, after losing the first round by 1, Philly came back to take the second and third, 2-0, of course. London, not going down without a fight, came back in the fourth, putting all the pressure on that legendary Game 5. Never underestimate the underdog, however, the David, the Goliath, whatever you want to say. Philly beat the Stage 1 champs 3-2 in the last game of the match.
It's true. Now, this, of course, meant that Stage 2 Grand Final was a showdown between the new-to-the-top Philly and New York Excelsior, a team that's been stationed at the top for the entire stage. I have a fun fact about that. Philadelphia Fusion.
Okay.
I actually have a fun fact real quick while we're here. Did you know that, I cannot remember his gamer tag, apologies.
I did not know.
New York Excelsior player. They're going to have a meet and greet at a MLB game here coming up next week.
Really?
And he gets to throw out the first pitch.
That's wild.
I know, not the first esports guy to do it, but there you go there. Philly put up an amazing fight, taking the first 2 games of the match, but nor...
Wait, where are you at? What'd you mess up?
NY. But nor was NY to be let going unanswered.
So you just read that wrong.
Those are words. And they took the next 2 games. Now, each game ended within a point of each other. The 5th game was no different, but New York was able to inch ahead and take the game 3-2. I almost mispronounced it again.
It's just funny because she said reciprocity earlier, and
I know,
NY
this
pops
is the
up,
problem.
and she has issues.
I can't. 2 letters. 5 syllables. This makes sense.
Now, New York Excelsior emerged from the match victorious, finally snagging their stage champion title. However, the spotlight seemed to shine brightest on Philadelphia Fusion for their noteworthy fight to the finish. It's like, you know, Jamaica in the bobsled race didn't quite win it, but hooray to them. It's almost like I had a reason to bring that up.
Team.
Now, Philly will definitely be a team to keep your eye on in the next stage. And speaking of that next stage, Kate.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, Rukari. Stage 3 kicks off next week, Wednesday, April 4th, with games starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's 4 p.m. Pacific for those of you on the West Coast. To catch the Overwatch action live, check the schedule or watch the VODs. Okay, I get it. I read this every week, but you never know. Go ahead and find yourself over at Watch... Oh,
Overwatch.
My God.
You said tune in at overwatchleague.com, and you said go ahead.
Why? You know why? Because I didn't want to read tune in because that's incorrect.
Oh, okay.
You're like,
I get that. Syntax.
Anyway, syntax. So overwatchleague.com. That's where you go. They're also on Twitch or MLG.tv, and follow them on the tweeters at Overwatch League for up-to-the-minute news. And you know what we have up to the minute with our faster than light... Oops.
Oh, I love this show.
That almost happened. Like last week when I drew blood, that was cool too. Let's talk about some questions. Let's see about some trivia
Oh,
here,
it is
folks.
trivia time.
Trivia time. Trivia time. Let's see which team won the Overwatch League Stage 2 playoffs. This one is so easy. I mispronounced it twice. That's how you know how easy it is.
You just held up one finger on each hand at first. Then you added the second one. I know, that's 2.
That's 4. This
All right,
is
15
10.
seconds to get those votes in. This time we won't have to ask what that is.
Houston Outlaws.
You guys should have put Philly in the answers just because we said Philly 37 times in there.
I did.
And everybody would have voted Philly.
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 Philly. Philadelphia. Oh,
That
yeah, it's
answer is
definitely
B.
B. It's
New York.
definitely B. That much.
The Nor Excelsior.
Nor is it Philadelphia. 'Tis New York. Let's take a look at our next question here, folks.
That game show voice. That was Krusty the Clown.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Which Halo team won the recent Halo World Championship Columbus event? I know that one too. Wow, I mean, can I go vote? Can I go vote?
You can't be at the top of the standings. Ugh.
I could. Let me just log in with my alt account here.
Who's your alt account?
I don't have one.
Oh, I was really hoping you had like Panda Bear 45 Fizz.
I had what was my alt account on Xbox Live? Oh, I can't remember. Evan had Mr. Wang's teabag. Like,
Boy,
his
if I had a
regular was
nickel.
soy. Oh, my Big Twinkie. Because of Ghostbusters. I was watching Ghostbusters and I was like, I need another account. And it was right when Winston goes, that's a big Twinkie. I was like, I do want a Twinkie. I was like, big Twinkie.
Not taken. Who knew?
This also was 11 years ago.
That's a fair point.
Like,
My first.
Or when Live first started, maybe 12 years
yeah.
ago. It was back then. Back in Halo 2 days.
Back in the
Anyway,
day.
what's the answer?
I watched it happen. It's Splice. Because of the Splice. That's right. It's B.
Yeah, it's Splice.
Yeah.
Splice.
Okay, I'm on there.
Okay,
No,
no,
because
we
I was
believe you.
watching it happen because the four games to nothing reset was like
Insane, right?
the French toast is happening right now.
Absolutely insane. Do we have one more? I believe we do have one more.
When does Forza Racing Championship 2018 Series 1 officially begin?
The day before my birthday,
Ooh, I know the answer.
I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. But that's the only date.
Oh,
that's
for a second
important.
there, I thought you said, I think that's my birthday. And I was like, that is an interesting...
That's what I tell people all the time during the whole month of April. I was like, this whole month is my birthday. I think it's coming up in here somewhere.
That's true.
It gives me a reason to have fun the entire time.
How old are you turning? You can say it because you're a dude.
Say no amount. I can't blush. 32?
32! Hey!
Thanks. Yeah. Hooray!
Welcome to the club.
That's what I was waiting on you to do. You almost went meat. No. Anyway, that answer in 3, 2, 1.
B?
Just like last week, we had a segment where every answer was the same letter. And again, if I had a Scantron here, I'd be sweating bullets because I'd be like, there's no way.
First of all, if I had a Scantron here, I would be sweating bullets because it's a test-oriented situation.
I love tests.
Of course you do.
I did so. Look, I'm telling you, my progress reports in high school all just said the same thing.
I know.
Does well on quizzes and tests. I was that kid that didn't study. Inconsistent homework.
I
Why
think
would
it's
you do
consistent
homework?
in your not doing homework,
That's
but
true.
I see
That's
your
a good
point.
point. That's a good point.
I see your point.
Anyway.
Ooh!
Well, Scantrons, those were all just...
Yeah, those things
It
always
was
gave me
pattern
like
recognition. I did so much more pattern recognition than I did actually answering the questions, and I always scored the best.
See, right
Grapes
there.
of Wrath. Never read the book. Got the best score in the class on the test.
John Steinbeck, eat your heart out.
Anyway.
Remember, kids, don't study.
Are we going into our next voting segment here?
No,
we're doing
gonna do
IRL.
Little IRL
Oh, okay,
esports.
go ahead,
You know
take it
why?
away.
I'll tell you why. Because
Why?
we did this earlier today. Actually, yours truly did, in fact. And there is a brand new kid on the block when it comes to musical. Wait for it. Musical digital card-based games.
Say that one more time.
Musical digital card-based games.
Say reciprocity.
Reciprocity.
Say NY.
NY.
Just checking.
That's fair. So check out this fantastic interview we did earlier today with the development team behind DropMix from the Harmonix guys. And they're getting into the esports scene. Take a look. Now, one of the goals of this show is to highlight the amazing people and events that happen in the esports and competitive gaming space. And every week, of course, we'll try to feature a new and different personality in that space. And this time, we're going to deviate a little bit, talk about a developer of a new music-based game that's turning up the volume on competitive play. Yes, I said that. It's called DropMix, and the developers behind it, Harmonix, are in the middle of a tournament right now over on their Mixer channel, mixer.com/Harmonix. But we've got two guests from Harmonix who have graciously taken some time out of their very busy day to chat with us about what DropMix is all about. Please welcome Nick and Troy from Harmonix.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
What a delight to
going?
have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yep.
Absolutely
love it.
fantastic.
Well, let's introduce yourselves to our audience here. Who are you? Give us a little bit about the Harmonix crew, what we might not know about you and the team.
Right.
Take it away, Nick.
So I'm Nick. I'm a community manager here at Harmonix. I primarily work on DropMix and Rock Band.
Oh yeah, I'm Troy Ferrio. I work on DropMix as well, and I do live video production and kind of streams and stuff for Harmonix. It's for us, like Harmonix, we've been around for many years, working on some pretty awesome titles people have probably heard of, between Dance Central and Rock Band and all that other fun stuff, and of course DropMix too.
Yep.
Nice. Excellent. So obviously you just mentioned Harmonix fan favorite. As you said, Dance Central, Rock Band. There's obviously a common theme here, and that, of course, is music and musical arrangements. But let's talk about the game DropMix, because it incorporates that kind of musicality, but also some real competitive gaming. Tell us what it's all about.
Yeah, so DropMix is a music mixing card game that us Harmonix are making in collaboration with Hasbro. They're an awesome partner. Actually, like right in Rhode Island, so they're super close by and awesome. So the gist of the game is it's a music mixing card game, as I just said. Each card is a different is a piece of a piece of a song. For instance, you'll have a bass card that could be Call Me Maybe, and you'll have a vocals card that is Run DMC's It's Tricky. And as you lay those cards into the mix, you start creating a very unique musical mix.
Right, and we have a couple different game modes too. We have our kind of creative freestyle mode. We've got a collaborative party mode, and of course, the competitive clash mode is what we're focusing on in our tournament.
Nice. Okay, so we've seen a few streams from you guys over at Harmonix where people are playing DropMix, even in that you said the tournament setting. We know there's an internal tournament happening right now that I mentioned earlier. One more plug, mixer.com/Harmonix. Let's talk about the tournament and how people can watch.
Sure. Yeah, we've been doing a tournament for about the better part of the month now. We wanted to demonstrate that while DropMix is really accessible to everybody, it also has a very deep competitive side. So we put together this internal tournament to kind of hopefully spur some of the community to go out there and kind of build their own competitive scene as well. We are finishing up the semifinals right now, I think.
Yeah.
Or they just finished? One of the two. And our finals are actually next week on Wednesday on our Mixer channel.
Yep, 5 o'clock Eastern and 2 o'clock Pacific.
Yes.
Yep.
On which day was that?
That would be the Wednesday, the
5th? Yes.
Nice, man. So obviously we've got a lot of heated play happening right now, but let's talk about the future, because we want to know what people can expect going forward. We're talking about more cards, expansions. What do fans have to look forward to? How are you guys scaling up?
Right, so fans could definitely look forward to a lot more cards coming for Drop Mix. We actually just announced that the upcoming Dance Electronic Playlist Chiller is actually going to be available on May 21st. Also, next week at PAX, we're launching a brand new update for Drop Mix, and we'll be showing off some new class features and party mode features that fans have been asking for. So definitely a lot more to come for Drop Mix for this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Good to know that you guys will be at PAX East, something for your fans to remember and for our fans as well here. Let's talk a little bit about esports specifically, because you guys now are in this space. What can you tell me when people ask you, hey, what should we know about esports, competitive gaming? Like, what's been your experience, and why should or should not people who may not be used to it get into esports?
It's actually really interesting. What we're trying to do here is show that, especially with not just esports but Drop Mix in general, specifically, is esports is accessible to really kind of everybody. It's a competitive way of playing some of your favorite games. We have people in our community who love talking about how they play Drop Mix with their family and their friends and people who aren't really competitive gamers, and the competition heats up even in their kind of their own game. So hopefully people realize esports is more than just, these high-level professionals. It's really just competitive gaming at its core.
Nice. Well, we can get on board with that. Guys, thank you so much. Before we let you go, where can people find you? We want to make sure they know when the next and the finals for the tournament is happening. Give us the deets.
Right, so as we just mentioned, the finals for Drop Mix Mania are next Wednesday at 5 o'clock Eastern, or 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific. Drop Mix is all over the internet, at Drop Mix Game on Twitter, Facebook. Our Instagram page is really cool because it's just the card art for the game, which people really love and latch onto.
Yeah, we've got some fantastic artists that have worked on stuff that we promote on our Instagram channel.
Yep, and we'll also be at PAX East next week, so be sure to stop on by the Drop Mix booth. We actually have 2 awesome promo cards this year.
Ooh.
For G.I. Joe. We have a remix of the main theme, and then we also have Pyre from Supergiant Games' latest game, and their booth is actually right across from ours. So if you're looking for those cards, look for either our booth or the Supergiant booth. Yeah, they're awesome people, so you should check both us and them out.
Nice. One-stop shop over there at PAX. And once again, that's mixer.com/Harmonix, and next Wednesday will be the finals. Guys, thank you so much, and have a great day.
Thank you for having us.
Rukari,
What's up?
what are you doing?
Eating this cupcake. Do you want one?
No, I do not want one.
I'll take yours.
No, you should. Nobody loves me.
That was planned.
Let's take a look at the options we have going forward. While Rukari enjoys himself some fancy cupcakery, let's talk CSGO, Street Fighter V, League of Legends, or Smite Pro League. Smite out to an early lead. Then, of course, we've got all the others following suit here. As See, here's the thing, folks. Kate's trying to not eat things like this. But in fact...
And this travel schedule has just messed up any form of eating well that I've had.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I just don't even. But let's talk about the Smite Pro League. I literally just said, Kate, stop saying let's talk about.
That's right.
Well, I will say words out of my mouth hole while you use yours to stick it in there. The Smite Pro League. Stop it. I'm not. It's out of my periph. I'm going to hit you later and enjoy it. The Smite Pro League kicked off its 5th season. Sorry, Rukari. I mean, I love you very much. Last week, and 12 teams from North America and Europe went head-to-head, mano-a-mano, in the best of 3 matches. Now, in the North American side of the battleground of the gods, Space Station Gaming had a pretty good week this week. Absolutely dominated, winning both its matches against E United, of course, the former champions, and Trifecta is a team I don't know anything about, and dropping only 1 round in the process. Not far behind, we had CLG, also known as Counterlogic Gaming, that won its matches against Splice and Trifecta, dropping 1 round to each, but looking strong for the next week. Interesting fact, E United did not win a single round, an embarrassing situation for an otherwise premier team.
I'm in an embarrassing situation because I need milk.
All I've got is Diet Coke. I have absolutely no help to you whatsoever.
I just hope I threw you off just enough there.
Just kills me. Lactose intolerant on several levels. On the European side, Team Dignitas absolutely slayed, just like Milk would do to my insides, winning every round against opponents Mouse Sports and Obey Alliance. Now we've got a clip of the match-winning Dignitas versus Mouse round. Let's take a look. Sound up on full. Oh, look at them apples. It's a dominant performance by Dignitas, so says my teleprompter. Not your teleprompter, mine. Well, it's probably still hearing us talk right now. Well, sound up for, you know, am I, we're on.
Yeah, you're on.
I'm using my mouth.
I told you, I need milk. Feels like I just ate a whole bunch of cinnamon.
Here's the deal. The Team Rival also performed well, winning against Obey and dropping just one round to NRG. Week 2 of the Pro League well underway. There you go. Take them down. Bam.
I played a ton of Smite.
Did you?
Like last year and whatnot, but I just realized I'm trash.
Boo-boo. Don't say that.
But I had fun.
And
so that's all that really matters.
Exactamundo, for sure. I'm sure the makers of Smite would love to hear about that. Also, if you are the maker of Smite,
No,
you have
Gandhi
to have...
makes fun of me for it. He's like, why you bad, bro? There's nothing I can say back.
That and finding milk is just two things that...
I just struggle with.
The more you know. Speaking of that, week 2 of the Pro League is well underway with the EU side on Tuesdays and Thursdays and the North American side Wednesdays and Fridays. So that's at 2 p.m. Pacific, so make sure to catch the VODs. Visit mixer.com/SmiteGame or check their Twitter at SmitePro. How's your insides doing?
Oh, great.
Game day player.
I mean, I had Taco Bell and cupcakes. I'm fine.
It's like I think you just described what my last meal would be like if I was facing the chair.
Taco Bell and
Well,
cupcakes, huh?
but it's something relatively similar. Kraft mac and cheese.
Oh, with hot dogs chopped up in it?
Oh, you know what? Why not?
What do you mean, why not?
I like ground beef, some salsa, and some sriracha. I call it fire mac.
And your mac and cheese, huh? We were talking about this earlier. We were talking about our little hood snacks. You ever take a tortilla and put some butter on it and then sprinkle a little Equal on it? And that was my mom's. That was our poor enchiladas.
Aww.
Remember Equal?
I do remember Equal.
Yeah.
So it was like a crepe.
It was like a treat. Yeah, it was like a crepe, and then my mom would put 3 of them on the plate. I'm like, Mom, these aren't enchiladas, but you can't just drizzle melted butter over the top and be like, here you go.
Well, you can.
And she made me use a fork and knife. Like, Mom, this is a tortilla.
Well, you're proper.
No,
she knows what's what.
It wasn't proper. Wasn't proper at all. Anyway.
Yay!
We're going to Esports Arena in Vegas. Oh,
yes!
I can't even think about Vegas, please.
I got you. Here's the deal. Vegas is a little brighter today with the opening of the first ever permanent home for esports on the Strip. Check that out. Yes, it is a very large connector cord for a power cord. It was great. Now, the Esports Arena, Las Vegas at Luxor.
It was across the street from me.
Yeah, I don't know where you were.
Big Brother stayed in the Luxor. Oh.
Right there. They hosted their premiere weekend of tournaments to the delight of fighting game MOBAs and Rocket League fans everywhere. Now, what you're seeing here is the new arena's christening match between Smite battlers Space Station, which we mentioned earlier, and those defending world champs E United that we also mentioned. Not a great week. Now, in what was ostensibly a warm-up to the upcoming Pro League regular season, these two teams battled it out in a best-of-1 show match.
You said ostensibly.
Oh, yeah.
Ostensibly, and you can't say...
I actually wrote this.
I figured as much.
Despite their pedigree, the world champs taken down by Space Station, who clearly shook their confidence and found themselves $15,000 richer in Sin City. Also, they just continued that in the Pro League circuit the next day.
Not busy at all.
Sorry, E United. They were very excited, as you can tell. Oh my gosh, that was definitely something that just rhymed.
I knew she was going to get excited that it rhymed.
Then it was time for a Rocket League brawl between the hometown boys of Rogue and Ghost Gaming. Find out who Ghost Gaming's major sponsor is, I dare you. Sadly for the biggest locals, Ghost Gaming just could not be stopped. There was one goal after the other as they won out against Ghost 3-0.
I'm trying to look up their sponsor.
I'll tell you this, 420 is a big deal for them and us. This is one goal after the other. Here's the deal. Ghost Gaming basically allowed Rogue 2 points over the course of 3 games. It was an all-out bloodbath, and it was beautiful to watch. Just so many things happening all at once. And I'll tell you, these guys are absolutely masters of the craft. Ghost Gaming being the winner right there. Then it was the main event, a rivalry for the ages that's taken the fighting game community by storm. We had reigning NA champ on just about every game in the FGC scene. Sonic Fox versus the Japanese phenom Gyochi. I know these names. These are two titans that had only gone mono-a-mono once prior to this exhibition.
It says mono.
That's right. It's the Italian way to say it.
Like the kissing sickness, like not M-A. Oh, this is great.
I knew I was doing this. I know, it's true. I won't deny it. Now, this is Gyochi coming out on top. Safe to say Sonic Fox was out for blood. But after an intense bout back and forth, which you're seeing here in the B-roll, that saw point surges and ties, it was finally Gyochi that came out on top, defending his title from the mighty North American Sonic Fox. It's true. Now, as well as on this this same weekend, we also had the Smash Battle for Vegas that happened on Sunday. A lot of great competitors. That's the Battle of 32. Had some quarterfinals going on there. Look for more of that. And look for more all about the Esports Arena in Las Vegas by going to the esportsarenalasvegas.com.
I wish I would have went and checked it out.
I cannot believe it. So when were you there? Over the weekend?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I know.
You could have gone. In fact, I think part of the Luxor, if I recall correctly, had the title on it.
On the side of it.
I think it was actually covered in black.
I saw it. I'm pretty sure I saw it. Because I remember being like, it's that big old sign over there.
Hey.
Yeah, literally that.
At any rate, let's talk about what we're going to talk about next, and that's up to you. Talking CSGO, Street Fighter V, League of Legends, and of course Rocket League Season 5, which also had a very similar experience there in Vegas.
I just don't want to hear Vegas anymore. I'm so Vegased out.
I know, it's the rough. And by the way, it's only March, you know, in the travel season. March.
My Alaska account's going to be very happy.
Lots and lots of miles.
Jokes and ha 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 ha. Uh-oh, what are we jumping to? CS Summit. Let's do it.
CS
I know you.
Go.
CSGO. Do you want me to go? Does that mean, I know you love this.
I do, but
Go.
I've been saying a lot of words.
That's true. I've been eating cupcakes.
Do it, Tate.
Now, Team Liquid climbed to the top and emerged victorious from the CS Summit 2 Counter-Strike tournament held in LA last weekend. Liquid walked away from the event, trophy in hand, and random number that y'all really want me to read, $63,750 richer.
Makes a
Could we
difference.
just say just about 64,000?
About.
Now, but their hike to victory was anything but an easy climb. I don't know any climbs that are really that easy. After losing to Cloud9 0-2 in the semifinals, Liquid was jettisoned to the losers bracket. Now, from there, they fought their way through the ranks, defeating Torque and Heroic, facing a Brazilian team SK Gaming in the losers finals. And after defeating SK Gaming 2-0, Liquid moved on to the grand finals, facing Cloud9 in an epic rematch for the crown.
Poor SK Gaming there without Taco. And so too goes my tears. Cloud9 started out the best of 5 match with a 1-0 advantage. The perks of an excellent performance throughout the tournament. Enjoy that tackle.
I'm not without Taco.
That's fair.
Just gonna throw that out there.
As intimidating as these odds were, and that Taco is, Liquid pushed ahead. Despite some incredible plays from Cloud9, Team Liquid was able to secure them first 2 maps. But Cloud9 came back hard, taking the 3rd map and tying up the match. This is what happens when I try to speak too fast. They tied up the match 2-2. However, Liquid able to secure that last map, Overpass, 16-10, winning the match 3-2. And of course, walking away, CS Summit 2 champions.
Now, their victory made Team Liquid the 2nd consecutive NA team to win an international tournament in 2018. Cloud9 took second, walking away with $33,750, and SK Gaming took 3rd, heading home with 19.5 of their own. Heroic placing 4th, pocketing 15K. Look, I like that. Nice even number.
Very even.
Very true.
That's true.
Now, the CS Summit 2 made for some, incredible Counter-Strike action with some truly unbelievable plays. If you've been paying attention to the footage for this segment, then you've seen some truly incredible plays from the tournament, including a phenomenal Deagle triple kill. Holy cow.
Deagle.
With 2 bullets from Cloud9 Stu. By the way, in Vegas this weekend, I fired a Deagle, and that thing's no joke.
Desert Eagle.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The dude was like, "Are you going to fire this hand cannon right here?" And it went off the first time. I was like, no, I don't want to do it. I swear, I made Eric go first.
Stewie 2K, man. Cloud9. Now, all of our BOL was only taken from the grand finals between Liquid and Cloud9, and it only scratches the surface of the high-level CSGO action featured in the tournament. Now, one can only hope that the CS Summit 3 bring as much of the table as when it returns. That you're going to have to wait for until October 11th through the 14th of this year. But until then, we'll have to relive the glory of the past on twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit, where you can find VODs of the entire tournamente. See what SK is like without Taco. And G2 is without Shucks.
I'm not without Taco.
He is not. And thank you, Taco Bell and Tabs, for your help with that.
You're welcome.
What a contribution.
What a delight.
Hey, you ready for trivia?
Boy, am I.
Not happy I have tacos and cupcakes over here.
You know what the funny thing is? The cupcakes don't really bother me. It's the taco. I'm a savory, not a sweet person. Speaking of savory, not sweet, which team came out on top at the CS Summit 2?
What does that have to do with savory or sweet?
You know what? I said things, and I said it in a commanding and confident voice. So you do the math. Let's see.
That's
who
like every
came
pickup line ever said.
Yahoo!
That's why we're neighbors.
That's right here. This is why.
We run Ballard.
It's true. Oh, you want to look up Ballard and see why that's funny? You check out Ballard on the Googles. Or Bing it. I don't care. Whatever you feel. Who won? Would you like to wager a guess?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say D. Solid Team Liquid.
I think you're right.
Hey! It's only because I had the I followed them on
And we just read it.
stream. Oh, yeah, that too. Moving right along to our second question. Remember, at the end of this entire humdrum circus of a segment, we have a fabulous leaderboard. So find yourself on the top and beat out our fabulous producer, Lennox. Here's the options here. In which hotel is Esports Arena Las Vegas located? Sadly, not Caesars. I'm just going to give you guys a little spoiler there. Oh, I meant sadly not the Holiday Inn.
The Holiday Inn?
Oh.
The Ritz-Carlton? We couldn't at least put the MGM up there because we know they have a ring.
They do. And they have a fabulous food court that is open way late.
Oh, I know.
That's where I got my 90 nugs.
That's where I stayed. And I saw the pizza line at like 6 a.m. and was like...
That's the best kind of late night food in Vegas. Oh, God bless you. And all of your things. 2 and 1.
We found a soul food spot, by the way. And it's the Luxor.
Soul food spot? Really?
Oh, yeah. In the hood. Like, we went in there and all the windows were tinted. And they had the plastic chairs that were all cracked. And the menus were laminated. And there were bullet holes in the window. And I was like, this is going to be phenomenal.
I was going to say, did they have peach cobbler? They have really good peach cobbler.
Oh, so I have... Well, can we get is the last question up there?
Last question's up there. It's the Luxor. Yeah, you got it. Move it right along. Put another question up. See what happens.
Put another question up.
I've got questions about, okay, which teams team or teams led the standings after week 1 of Smite Pro League? You got Trifecta, you got Space Station and CLG, E United, Luminosity.
So, yes, they did, but they were like, we don't make it till 1:30, and it was 1 o'clock.
AM or PM?
PM.
Got it.
And we're sitting there like, oh, this is going to kill us. 1:15, this lady comes out with 6 cobblers, and we erupted into cheering. Like, our table was... First of all,
right there.
I was like the median as far as height goes in our group.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Let me tell you how much we ate.
Let's hear it.
She was like, we don't do buffet style. I was like, no, we'll make it happen ourselves. And we ordered like 3 of everything. Nice. And murdered it. But yes, we got peach cobbler.
Nice. Let's see. Lennox, which team or teams led the standings after week 1 of Smite Pro League? I'm going to go ahead and say B, because I know Space Station did quite well. Yahtzee. They did real well at the in Vegas, and then went on to Smite Pro League the next day and kicked some arse. Arr. They actually did United twice. They killed them twice.
You do well to do all this with your hands.
I do things. I also have very long nails right now, so they're super long.
Me too.
They're like claws. I was going to tell you, but I didn't want to say anything.
Goodness gracious.
Speaking of things to not talk about, Halo London highlights, a Street Fighter V story, League of Legends, or of course Rocket League Season 5.
I know what I'm voting for.
Vote for it. I know what I'm doing.
Stop looking at my screen.
Well, stop. I can't even. Ooh, looks like Halo is leading the charge here. We'll see what happens.
Do we have any fire sauce?
I was like, ooh. Ooh, he did.
Well, looks like we're going to go with that Halo video highlight. Now, video highlights is our segment where we get to showcase stories within the esports scene that we think you need to watch because I need to eat.
It's true.
Now, for this video, we have Kate. Oh, she's going to dance. That's going to be our entire video. No. We've got a team profile done by the Gfinity team ahead of the Halo World Championship London event. One of the presenters, Lottie, meets with one of the players who will be attending the finals in Seattle later next month, Team Infused player Jimbo.
What they called me in college. Take a look.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here in Reading, the south of England, and at the home of professional Halo player James Bradbrook. Well, I'm going to nip inside and catch up with the man himself and learn a little bit more about one of Halo's top European players. Jim, hi, nice to see you again. It's been a little while since I last saw you at London.
Yeah.
How have things been? How's everything been going?
God, it's been ages actually, now I think about it. It's been good, everything's been good. Yeah, been practicing and grinding as always.
Thank you so much for letting me into your home.
Yeah, welcome.
Beautiful home, by the way, in Reading, lovely. So let's go right back to the start. When did you first ever pick up Halo?
Way back, I think it was around my cousin's house. I remember playing Halo 1, I think it was Halo 1 in his console. I remember playing, I can't remember the map today, but it's like this ice map with a bunch of snow. We just like play stickies all the time, and it was really, really fun. We kind of like, I'd always go around to my cousin's, which is like a 40-minute drive just to go play Halo. I must have been like 8 at the time or something like that, so loads of memories of Halo.
Let's talk about some serious Halo now. Right. So you placed top 8 at Worlds, and you also made history at DreamHack Denver, the best European team you could have possibly had. Looking back on 2017, did you think you'd have achieved the success that you and your team did?
The Halo 5 for me has probably been the best game that I've competed on so far. I've like, ever since the game came out, I've been winning tournaments on the game, and I knew when I was playing the game that I would be doing the best, and then I knew if I kept it up, I would continue to do that. So going into 2017 year, I could just tell that we were going to continue to stay dominant throughout the year. Even though yes, we got top 8 at Worlds, our performance wasn't the best, and we didn't really like how we performed. But I knew that wouldn't change the rest of the year and how we play.
You have undoubtedly had a lot of success as a European player, probably the most success as a European player. Top 8 in 2016, top 8 in 2017. Looking forward now, and the new Halo World Championships 2018, what do you expect to achieve out of that, personally?
I think definitely top 4 is doable. I mean, I feel like we got a soft top 6 in Denver. That was obviously moving that we created history, but I feel like top 6 was very, very soft. But now at this point, with the way that North American Halo's changed and the teams have changed, I feel like their rosters got weaker, whereas ours have got stronger as a region. So I definitely feel like top 4 is doable, but we do need to make sure we get the appropriate practice and keep at it to get that place.
Thank you so much, Jimbo, for speaking to me. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you, and I will see you in London.
Sure.
There you go. A huge thanks to Lottie and Big Jimbo over there at Gfinity. I should say he's actually a Halo player that was playing the Gfinity tournament. Lottie works for Gfinity.
Okay, what are we doing next?
I'll tell you what, Rukari, we are
you.
talking about upcoming tournaments. Remember, folks, for these tournaments that are on the Mixer platform and are a part of Mixer Esports, follow the channel to get a notification when they go live. And that channel, by the way, is this one, or Gears of War. Rukari?
Now, the next Gears of War event is slowly coming up. Not slow enough, and they're heading to Las Vegas because I cannot get rid of that place.
It's true.
Now, Season 2 of the Gears Pro Circuit has been steadily trending upward in terms of storylines and action, so this event should continue to impress all the players and fans who tune in to the event itself. Check out the full schedule on gears.gg, and check out the broadcast on live.gearsofwar.com, and of course, mixer.com/gearsofwar.
It's true. Make sure you follow each of those and this channel, because we also do Gears All Access on the regular. Look for that in a couple of weeks to get to know the players behind the gamer tags and all that implies. Let's talk about League of Legends. It's down to the Final Four, and we aren't talking basketball. As I mentioned, it's League of Legends. We've got Echo Fox, Team Liquid, 100 Thieves, which is a big deal because they're new, even though they have Afromoto on their team, and that's how I'm going to say that. As well as Clutch Gaming to round it out. They're going to go head-to-head this Saturday and Sunday over at lolesports.com. This season has been interesting, and who will come out on top? We'll find out this weekend. We'll find out who is heading for the mid-season invitational MSI.
You did no arms there. And finally, for StarCraft 2, we have the GSL Code S finals this weekend between XXXX and XXXX. That's great. No, that's wonderful. We'll just leave it right there.
To find out, you're going to have to tune in.
Now, you RTS fans probably already know this, but for those of you who are looking to get into StarCraft, this is the match for you to watch. Not my buddy Kiefer, also known as I Am Prez Steve, because he keeps catching L's. Check out the showtimes on WCF.StarCraft2.com and come back here next week for a recap on the event.
Did you know that he played? Did he play Age of Empires or StarCraft against Salsa? StarCraft? No. Against Age. Okay, so he beat
Who did? Kiefer?
Kiefer lost Age of Empires Definitive Edition to Matt Sasamende, our fearless leader here at Mike's.
Wow.
Sorry, Matt.
That's Kate doing her M. Now, bonus, we'll also be doing 2 extra extended shows of Tiwi called Road to the Halo World Championship 2018 Finals on March 30th and April 6th at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on this very channel. That's right, tomorrow with this lovely individual here. Mixer.com/This Week in Esports. We'll have Tashi and Michael Strongside from 343 Industries on the show for a roundtable discussion highlighting everything you need to know about the Halo World Championship Finals coming up next month in April.
We're gonna have
say next month in April. You wrote that, huh?
It's possible. I don't think so, but it's possible. We'll have live interviews with players also, so you never want to know. You never want to know who might show up. I know I don't. Thursday.
We're having trouble reading today. It is okay.
Yay. Might be okay with an M. Oh, let's see who is topping our leaderboards right here. We've got Snickerdoodle. Well done, Dollface. You did a... Oh, then Fire...
Aren't you supposed to be working?
Fire Dragon Flint.
Good job.
Yahoo, it's
I'm going to give it to Fire Dragon Flint.
Lennox made it onto the board.
But didn't even get top spot.
Well, Lennox, would you call yourself 3rd place or 4th place? I hate to say it. And then come round it out, Harbo, 22. Well done. To those who participated. Remember, if you participate in our trivia, your name could be up on those lists at the end as well. And you will join the ranks of Snickerdoodle and Lennox, who are just the coolest. One thing else to remember. Do you know I have a master's in mass communication?
Do you?
I do. I don't know how that's possible anymore.
All right.
I feel like I've downgraded since the days of my master's program. At any rate, I'll tell you that we'll be right here each and every Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern on this channel, mixer.com/This Week in Esports. Be sure to watch our past episodes right below. You can see the circus that is this excellent, excellent program. You can take a look at our channel page and follow us on Twitter @WatchMixer for updates on the show and to know what's happening in the wide world of esports.
Also, be sure to tune into Esports Weekend starting at 8 a.m. Pacific this Saturday. We only show esports content on Mixer.com/Channel 1 during the weekends, and we started off by replaying this very episode, which sometimes has me on it, which is a bonus, right? Bonus.
Achievement unlocked. This weekend, #Mixer Esports is stacked with content. Once again, let me lay it out for you. Saturday, showing off Paladin's Console Series, European region. Then we've got Smite's Minor League, Madden Ultimate League, and Gears of War content from Down Under with the GameStar crew. On Sunday, we once again showcase the North American region tournament for the Paladin's Console Series and more Smite Minor League stuff. And finally, don't you forget to watch our sister shows.
TNT.
It hurts every time.
Tips and
Tricks.
They say they're the best show, but they didn't have Taco Bell on their show.
That is the truth.
So, that's it.
That's just observable fact.
You know what? And we're going to do one of their shows.
Oh, we should do that.
We should. I know the date we should do it.
Is it the 12th?
No.
Or is it 2 days before then?
It's the 24th.
Oh, yay!
It's the same day that I see the Avengers. Humble brag. It's not humble at all.
I was going to say. We're misusing the word humble there, Fred. But make sure to watch Tips and Tricks. That's every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Mixer.com/Tips and Tricks.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. Follow the channel so you get a notification when we go live next week.
Ding.
And stick around while we host one of the streamers here on Mixer. Kate, we did it.
The more you know.
All right, y'all. Take it easy. See you later. Have fun.